What's up, everyone? Paul Farahvar here. I'm the host of the podcast, Why Are You Awake, which you may be listening to or watching normally. I am reissuing episodes of my old podcast, Singles Only, on my YouTube channel because some people didn't know about the podcast or people miss it. But I had a podcast for 7 years, and this podcast we're reissuing is with comedian Just Nesh, who's blowing the fuck up right now. Well-deserved. We started comedy together. This is episode 110 from 6 years ago. I love Nesh so much, and if you don't follow her already, make sure you follow her now, especially on Instagram right now. She is calling out shit to power, which some people are afraid to do, but she's 100% accurate on everything she says, in my opinion, and she's also fucking funny. I love her to death, and you will too. This is a fun episode because something funny happens on the episode. I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's a fun episode. Jeanie Doogan was the voice of reason on this episode too, one of my dear friends. She was the voice of reason on the podcast for years. Check it out. Subscribe to this channel if you don't already. Make sure you follow Jeanie Doogan. Make sure you follow Just Nesh, and also follow me on Instagram and everywhere, YouTube, all that. Enjoy. Welcome to another edition of Singles Only. My name is Paul Farahvar, riding shotgun.
Yeah. Hey, Paul. Let's just keep it pleasant, okay?
Voice of reason, one of my favorite people in all of comedy that lives in the South Side and is married, Jeanie Doogan.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for keeping that.
That was
pleasant.
positive.
Sure, it was.
Only you would
my
look at it as
favorite person
negative.
who lives from this street to this street, and
I didn't say that. I said
with the
there's a lot of
JD.
people
Yeah,
that are
our
married
guest.
in the South Side.
I think our guest is from, right? Yeah.
Well,
See
she's
how
not
I
married.
segued into that? Oh, that's true.
I made that specification.
That's why she's on Singles Only.
Which brings us to our guest, my favorite person from the South Side,
Just
Just Nesh.
Hey guys, thank
How
you for having
are you?
Me. I am great. I'm so glad to be here.
You are so fun to be around. You're just
Yeah.
positive energy.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
happy,
You do.
especially after sitting next to Jeanie for
Oh
this
my
time.
God.
So
Jeanie
See?
is amazing.
See how he
You're
does
lucky,
this?
Paul. See how lucky you are.
Thank you.
It's Friday
You do.
night. What better way to spend it?
Thank you. You do radiate this sort of joy around you.
Thank you.
It is.
That is
Energy.
dope. That's
I know.
dope. I try to,
Like,
you know.
what is she on?
Man,
Always.
life. And I thought I was having a bad day today. Like today
Yeah.
was like a bad day for me. So.
Oh,
Oh,
no way.
no.
Well, I'm breaking up. Well, I'm single again.
Oh,
like,
good.
like when he
Perfect
asked
timing.
me,
Perfect
when he
timing.
asked me,
Yeah.
2 nights
Two
ago.
nights ago, I was like, literally, like, yeah, I'm definitely single today. Because
Nice.
like, for the last 3 weeks, I have been battling with it. Like, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah.
And so when he was like, yes, I'm single.
Yeah.
It was
Yes.
perfect because you were like, I'm going to be so I can stay true to the show.
Yeah.
And that's dedication. And that's why you're so
That was
successful.
like the push you needed to end this
That really was.
relationship.
That really
How long
was.
was this relationship going
It
on?
went on. Well, we almost made a year. September
Wow.
would have been a year. So we didn't make it a year, but it was fun. No regrets.
No regrets?
It was time.
Yeah.
Because
How'd
Are
you
you there
guys
any
meet?
sadness about this?
Yeah,
or
I'm a little sad
Yeah.
about it because it was all of a sudden, and I wasn't expecting it. But I think he got a new girlfriend, so I just have to kind of just let go. Yeah,
okay.
it's weird. He got real weird a couple months ago, and I'm like, I'm no idiot, but
Well, you're traveling a lot too.
I am. But you know what? He works from home, so he was able to travel as well.
Oh, okay.
Like with me, so that was like a good thing, and that's why I was like, well, damn, I'm not gonna be able to find somebody else who's gonna be able to travel.
right.
You know, not soon. I mean, maybe one day when I get like an athlete.
Did you have like
New goals and shit.
So
I
this
like
guy
that you're
wasn't
putting
an
this out.
He
athlete,
wasn't an athlete, but he was able to like.
but he was athletic.
go.
No, just kidding.
Kind of a little bit.
But he was. I'm sorry.
he could bench?
He could like leave. Like if I needed him to go somewhere for a weekend, he could do that.
Oh,
or during
nice.
the week.
Did he like doing that with you?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. And now it's like, okay, somebody else, they might have a 9 to 5. You know, people have like real jobs
Right.
and shit, and they can't go anywhere. And so I'm like, man, that's gonna suck. And but it's okay. It's okay. We have fun.
How'd you meet this guy?
I met him. He actually was a comedian's boyfriend's brother. So we hung out after a show.
Okay.
And she was going to hang out with her boyfriend. Then he had his brother with him. And so that's how I met him. And it was pretty cool.
That's cool.
And it was totally random. It was not like a
random as
setup
hell.
or
It wasn't a
anything.
setup. We
Okay.
clicked. Chemistry was good.
he
And it
saw
was
you at a
awesome.
show first.
He didn't even see me. We
Oh,
went
okay.
over to hang out with him after a show.
Okay.
And so that
Because if
was
he
just-
saw you, he would have fell in love with
yeah,
you. He would have been
but
intimidated.
he came to a few of my shows
yeah.
too. So
well,
yeah.
and he traveled
I
with you.
think I
so
saw him. He
You
was
did
He
see
was.
him.
We did a show together. Yeah, that's right. I
See?
remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
seems a good-looking guy.
He is. He's just a liar. And it's unfortunate because he's everything else he was like really cool. But yeah, he just lies. A lot, so.
And a year is a long time, or almost a year, to devote, and then to have it end, even when you know it's ready, it still stings.
It sucks. So yeah, today I was really like, all right, this is it for real, because he wanted to like hang out tonight, and I was like, no. I'm not doing that.
After you guys broke up?
Well, we didn't. I broke up with him in my head. Yeah, because
so he doesn't even know.
He doesn't know, but he knows because
we should make this episode.
Yeah, can we like
just send him this
call
episode?
I wish I could just go live on my IG because I haven't blocked him on my IG yet because I'm waiting on him to see. I'm gonna lose like 15 pounds and then I'm gonna block him. So I'm gonna let him see this little slim down on the beach in Miami, and then I'm gonna block him from my
with a really handsome athlete,
yeah,
right?
With my next athlete boo. So yeah, so he doesn't know, but I'm done. Like mentally, I've been checking out for like a month, so it's been taking me like a month to process. So today was like actually the day I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna hang out. And I told him, I said, no, I don't wanna.
Wonder if he comes back. Has he ever acknowledged what he did that you know he did?
Like he does, but he doesn't. He takes no fault. He plays victim. So it's like we'll never get past this hump,
right?
Because he doesn't see anything wrong. So yeah. So he doesn't know officially, but it's over.
This is the first on our podcast. Yeah. Can we, if I expedite this so it gets released quicker, can you just use this as the breakup tool?
Yes.
Like, this is why.
Oh, I'll check out this podcast.
You're gonna love it.
Podcast.
And he'll be like, oh, when did you record this? Be like, yesterday. Beep. Hang up.
That would be good.
That would be amazing.
And you had mentally been preparing yourself for this has to happen.
Yeah, because he had been acting crazy for like 3 months. Then it got real bad 2 months, and then this last month he's just really been like, I'm like, all right.
What
was
do you
he
mean
not
by
making
crazy?
time?
Well, he goes missing. He's been going missing, like missing.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm out of town for work, and he's not.
Yeah.
He's out of town.
Okay.
You can tell when people are out of town.
Yeah, and I'm like, so now you're
social
talking
media
about intelligence because you think I'm an idiot, and then it's like, okay, you're out of town for work. I'll just go along with it. So he's been out of town for work like 4 or 5 times, like, and like you out of town every week.
That's when you stand outside his door. Oh, really?
Right. And I'm trying not to be crazy.
Right.
Like that.
And you don't want a relationship like that.
Because I don't want him to bring out my crazy. And it's like, because when I go there, ain't no turning back. And then, like, I'll be in jail and shit. So I'm not doing that.
Right. And a year, he has never seen your crazy? In a year?
He hasn't. He's been seeing it lately because he's been on bullshit.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna let nobody take me there because I'm really
Good
like,
for you.
I'm really like chill.
You are.
Yeah, and you have your career and you're focused on that. And you're killing it. You're crushing it. You don't need that drama.
Let's just end this before I really go crazy. So so that's where we're at with it. But he was really nice. I would bring him to my shows. and shit. I never brought anybody to my shows. And
I know.
Like,
I've never seen what they do.
Because I don't care about nobody like that.
Right.
Yeah, I would date a couple people, but it was like, nah, you're not gonna hang around.
You did a different set too. I think you acknowledged it on your show we were at or something. Because I was like, what's going on?
Yeah,
you did a different set.
That's crazy.
So you wanted to spend time with him. You wanted him travel with you, and then he fucked it up.
And he fucked it all the way up. And then I'm like, you know what? Because I'm not perfect. I mean, I'm like, sure, one day I'll cheat on you back. But like right now, I'm honest about it though.
Right,
and
right.
The thing is, I'm not really I don't really care about the cheating as much as the lying.
Really?
Like, because people are human,
Wow.
And
wait,
like,
you'll allow cheating, but
if
you get busted, you want them to fess up.
Yeah.
But if they cheat, you're going to allow that to happen? Yeah.
What happened in your life that you're okay with the cheating?
Oh, I've cheated a few times. And I know it's not like because you can cheat and then mean nothing. And I know that because I've done it several times. Now, I don't want him to go fall in love with a bitch. Yeah. But like if you slip up and you cheat, it's like it's not a deal breaker.
Wow.
It's
I
not
love
a deal
Just Nesh.
Breaker.
Let's go out.
But it's like you can't have a whole nother relationship.
And you have to admit it.
And then you have to be like, yeah, I fucked up. And then we can get past that. But I can't get past you lying. About thinking I'm dumb.
So you're not like into polygamy or anything like that.
No, but yeah, I'm not against it.
Wow. Okay.
I just really think people should be honest, and then you deal with that.
Polyamory.
Yeah.
Polygamy.
I know. I was trying to think of the word.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm still reeling from this. You don't hear people say that a lot.
Yeah,
but
because you just have to meet people where they are, and if you like dealing with a few women, then that's something you should let me decide about.
Okay.
Be a part of, or I can move on. But you're not gonna trick me into being.
Yeah, if he's seeing somebody on the side that's not like a meaningful relation, but a physical relationship, and he doesn't tell you, that's not fair because you could do the same too.
Right. We can just
I
have
get
it.
it.
Yeah. Then, or I can move on, but you're not going to keep
But so if you're with somebody, say 4 months, you have the talk, you're going to be exclusive and you think you're exclusive with this guy and everything else is going well. Then he goes out one night to a club or he's with his friends and he hooks up with some girl. You're saying the next day, if he was honest with you, you would be like, okay, we can work past this.
We
like
can
that.
work past
Okay,
that.
all right, yeah.
And it's not even like he has to come and tell me that
It's
he
if you
hooked up with
found out.
somebody. Right. But if you're acting like an idiot and I ask you what's going on,
Okay.
You lie
because
about
I'm
it.
not even in your business like that. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
don't
like,
ask,
where
don't
you were
tell.
last night? Which, right.
Right.
But you're not going to make it obvious.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't even be like, where you was at? Why you didn't call me last night? It'll be like, okay. But if you do that every fucking night,
Yeah.
and then it's like, okay, what's going on? Because I'm not stupid. Then you're like, oh, no, I'm in Houston on the
Right.
vessel. On the vessel. Shut the fuck up. And then he's not even a good liar. And that's what's making me mad. I'm like, you are an idiot. Because he can't remember his lies.
Oh, okay.
So he ends up like stepping on his lie with another lie. And
Yeah.
it's like, well, I thought you said this. And then it's like, I'm not going to do that with you every week.
Right.
Because I know you're lying. And you're never going to admit to it because he doesn't want anybody to think he's a jerk.
Yeah.
So that's that.
So
But
what are you gonna do now? How are you gonna meet dudes and shit?
I don't know. I think I'm going to take a break. And, you know, I'm so disappointed because I really was happy with him.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I really was until he started the bullshit. So I don't know. I think I'm just going to, I got to chill out.
Do you go on apps and shit and try to meet people on that stuff?
I did, but it's going to be whack. I'm about to be famous, so I'm getting off those apps.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, but
like,
there's one
Right.
for the famous people. There's Raya. Are you gonna get
y'all,
on that?
am I qualified?
I don't know.
I don't think
We
my
had a
credit
guest who's
score-
on there.
Yeah. I think
Really?
you're
We've had a few.
qualified.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the
We've
name
had
of
two
it?
now. It's Raya, Raya. It's like
R-A-Y-A.
for celebrities or people in the industry. It could be you
Okay.
could be a manager or a lawyer in the industry.
Oh,
or
well,
some
that may
shit.
work.
So you
Well,
might
it'll have to be that. Yeah, I got to
athletes-
get off Tinder.
Yeah,
Right.
Tinder's
Not good.
yeah. You're a
That's
celebrity
trash.
now. Fuck that shit.
And I need to delete. I deleted the app, but I have to go in and delete my
Everything.
Profile.
I think
Yeah,
it-
because it's
it's an
Do
extra
you have
step.
guys approach you after shows?
sometimes,
Sometimes,
but
yeah.
not many because they're always with their girlfriend.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like rare that a group of guys are
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm at this comedy show with all my bros.
Right.
And but a couple.
Yeah.
A couple. And they like whack.
What do you mean by that? What,
Like I would never be interested in them. Like the ones that have
you're
approached
not
me.
attracted to them.
Not attracted, and they just talk stupid. They just don't nothing about them. As
Well, they're probably intimidated too because
Yeah.
you're pretty like you go on there, you're hilarious, and you're pretty intimidating.
Oh,
For
yeah.
a dude, it's gonna be guys can't handle that ego if someone's funny.
Oh man, yeah, that's why.
No, they
yeah,
can't,
It's gonna
right.
be a little rough from here. I don't know.
It's not gonna be rough. What are you
I
talking
think so. I
about?
really liked him, man. So I'm putting everybody at this standard because I want them to treat me just like him, minus the lies. Like he was
Yeah.
really gentleman. He was a gentleman. Like anything I needed, he did.
I
But he
think
was,
you're
like,
gonna be
really-
fine. I really do. I mean,
But I
a lot of
don't
guys
know.
are fucking good dudes that don't
But where
lie.
are they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why do we have no
Where
problem
are
getting
they?
guests? Because it's not.
We do
Yeah.
have problems getting guests now because we've already interviewed everybody that's single.
I feel like if you cannot be okay with you, then there are no good guys. What the
That's
fuck?
true,
You're like,
'cause I'm super dope.
all you right.
What do you even
like
want in a relationship? Because you're traveling a lot.
I am
Your
traveling a lot.
career's on fire.
Okay.
Like, what you want to get married, have kids? What do you?
I
what
would
the-
like to get married. Kids, no.
Okay. So
I
what
would
do you
like
need
to
a
get
relationship?
married. Well, I really don't. I just think a companion. I guess,
Okay.
and then sex, and then somebody just check on me, make sure I'm okay.
Right.
Like I'm not needy. I don't need like all this attention. But I need. If you're supposed to be my boyfriend, I'm gonna need a little bit.
Okay,
Good
so-
morning. How you doing? How's your day? Are you hungry?
Right,
You know,
right.
like
the
it's
companionship.
simple. We can
But
go out
you're on the
some
road
dates.
all the time. You can just have a companion every fucking city you're in.
I know, but they got old, and then these dudes don't deserve me.
Right.
They
See?
don't. Like I'm leveling up, so you just have to like.
But you're at the level where you can. I mean, I know a lot of comedians and musicians have girls in like every city. Like I had a guy. I had a girlfriend of mine who was dating a popular musician, and she was
His
his
like Chicago
Chicago.
girl.
she was his
girl.
Arizona girl or whatever city she was in.
So I can have
That's-
hoes in
you
different
can
area
fucking-
codes. I mean, I can do that. I mean,
It's
I
not
can.
hoes. Like it's just like when you're in town, you're the priority. That's it.
Yeah,
There's not, and it's like don't ask, don't tell. Kind of like what you said.
Yeah.
It's they're not gonna lie about it, and they're not gonna.
Does that sound like something you want?
well, after having this for almost a year, it's like I don't know. I would have to. I don't know.
And we're not talking about like 50 cities. We're talking about like
Right.
just like
I mean,
regions.
you don't need anybody in Alabama.
You don't go there. And if you do, maybe you stay single that night. But like you can just do regional boyfriends, like have a Chicago Midwest guy, have a
East
Northeast,
Coast.
East Coast, West Coast. Start with 3.
But then I don't have to like meet people
Right.
and start over.
Starting over is hard.
So I'd rather just stay
fun.
like all the way.
Yeah.
single.
That is. It's
I'm
hard
tired
to
of people.
start over. Don't you feel? Did you feel angry about that? Like this motherfucker's gonna make me start over.
I really did. And I was like, God damn, I thought we had something. And he could be honest today, and I probably would be like, okay,
Right.
we can do this because you're not gonna keep lying. And
Right.
he'd be like, okay, I was fucking with somebody for 5 months, 6 months. The whole time I was fucking with, he could tell me he was fucking with somebody the whole time he was fucking with me, and I'll be like, okay.
But that was
So-
like a year long. What was the longest relationship you've ever had?
Oh, the longest I've ever had was 6 years.
6 years.
Okay.
That's a long
So I know
fucking
how
time.
to be in
Yeah.
a relationship, and I know how shit goes. So he's not gonna be
6 years, same city, steady or on and off 6
steady
years?
straight through.
That's a long fucking time.
It is. And then it's crazy. That was my last relationship, and then I've been single for 7 going on 8 years, and then I met him.
This guy, yeah.
And then it's
Okay.
been like, so I hadn't really had anything serious, and then I meet him. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Right.
And then he just do this. So now I'm giving up hope all over again. Like, why the fuck? I should have known better.
Why did that 6 year thing end? Because that's a long time.
Yeah, priorities were off.
Did you
and-
cheat? Is that the one you cheated on?
I cheated on him, but after I told him I didn't want to be with him no more.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like, well, we're gonna make it work. He's trying to force it, and I was like, no.
So you
But his
sabotaged
priorities
the
were-
relationship by cheating.
I just didn't care anymore.
So you're already checked out.
Right.
Yeah, I had
right.
checked out, and I told him I was like, I don't want to do it, but he was like, we're gonna
do
fight
it.
for it. I'm like, and it was draining having that conversation
Yeah.
because that's a long conversation. We were having it like every day, so I was just like, all right, whatever, I'll stay.
6 years is a long time, and then you went,
And I just cheated. I'll stay and cheat.
Okay, whatever.
and then you
Okay.
told him about it.
Shh.
You told him that you cheated too. Because that's how for guys.
Oh, I
it's
got
like, that's
caught.
it.
I think I got caught. I
okay.
got caught cheating. I was like,
Sometimes
I
you
really
cheat just to like end it, so then you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
And
well, I
even
guess it's
then,
really
he was
over
like,
now.
well, and I'm like, nah.
How'd you get caught? It's like if it was that long
Oh,
ago. There was no
man.
internet back then.
No, it was cell phones, and then
Okay.
I was working overnight, but I was off. He caught me like red-handed. I cheated with a couple different guys.
There was probably some subconscious thing that you wanted to get caught. You probably
Yeah, but I really
yeah.
wanted him to just be like, okay, I'm gonna let you break up with me.
Right,
And he just wouldn't do that.
And for guys, cheating is like usually the
Yeah.
one, especially if they
Yeah.
want 6 years.
That's
that guy
the
probably
worst.
was
When somebody
invested.
won't let you break up with
It was
them.
bad.
Was he an athlete at least?
Yeah, he actually was.
There you go.
Not professional, but he played semi-pro.
Okay.
But
Okay.
he was-
Have you? Because you said athlete before. In that time frame when you were single, did you ever get to hook up with an athlete?
No, I'm
That's
like,
on your
I
bucket list.
want like a real one, like
Yeah.
in the league. That is on my bucket list.
What
You hear
sport?
that, Chicago Bulls?
Football.
Football?
Football's
Okay.
Basketball,
priority.
baseball, anything. Hockey, I can go fuck.
Soccer too.
Soccer.
Soccer? Those guys are tiny usually.
Yeah, but I'm really just looking at the moon.
You know, there's other professions that don't require them to be professional athletes to get you the
That was
money.
so shallow, man.
Fine.
She doesn't want a rich accountant. Like, oh, that's a nice tie you got on,
Yeah,
Rick.
that's boring. Right? But no, so yeah, athlete.
Athletes on your
Bucket
bucket list. What
Okay.
are your pros? What do you need from guys other than not lying, being good guys, and don't go missing?
Gotta have a sense of humor for sure.
Absolutely.
You have to really, that's it. Be a gentleman, have a sense of humor, and be responsible. I need you to pay your bills. If you have kids, I need you to take care of those.
Right.
Like, don't be like a deadbeat, or just
They
like,
can have kids though. You don't care.
yeah, I don't care as long as they're not like babies. That's irritating. Only because it's like it's the new baby. I don't want to deal with anybody's baby mama. They got a
right.
new baby and shit. That
Right.
shit be too
If they're
much.
adult kids, you're cool with
Oh
that.
yeah, the older the better.
Yeah.
So yeah, they can have kids. Hopefully they don't want any more kids because I'm done having
Yeah.
kids. So
Yeah.
they need to not want any more.
Kids. Right.
Have you ever dated a comedian? Would you date a comedian?
No, I haven't dated a comedian seriously.
Okay.
I was really close to a comedian. We were real close for like 3 years, and but I could not be with him like in real life
No.
because I just know how he is, and I would kill him. Like,
Yeah.
he's a super Hulk. But we clicked like that, and he was one of the first comedians that when I first started comedy, we just like clicked, and he would show me around, and we were like best of friends
Yeah.
now. But I could never be with him. And I don't know. I would maybe a comedian in another city.
Really?
Could be one of your dudes in Atlanta or something.
Well, yeah,
Florida.
I heard one. Maybe Houston. But yeah, I would date a comic. But I don't know, because then I feel like they would be competing.
Yeah, I think that
Comes
would be
up a lot
hard
on the
because,
show.
I mean, I'm surprised you even have time to date with how busy you are, because you're working, you hustle, and you've been getting a ton of well-deserved shit.
Thank you.
You are really busy, aren't you?
I'm busy, but I have time because you make time for
You're
what
right.
you want. And
You're
that's
right.
how I know he was lying too. And I'm like, boy, you're not busy. You're not that busy.
Right.
Because it got to the point where like every time I would call, he's like, oh, I'm in a meeting, or oh, I'm on the vessel. Like stupid shit, like, oh, I'm in
What's
church.
this vessel?
It's like, I know that was like the weirdest
on a
lie
vessel.
ever. He trades fuel.
Who calls it a fucking vessel?
he
It's a car.
fuel.
You're in a car.
He was claiming it's a boat. He goes to Mexico to make. These probably all
Is this
lies.
legal?
He's a drug dealer. He's
Right.
in a cartel.
He changed people. Like, no, he really works with cartels.
It's like I'm on a vessel. It's like,
then-
hey, now
I'm
you're
on a
watching Breaking Bad. I know
vessel.
exactly what you're talking about. That
Yeah,
storyline was on
it's
episode
just-
2.
Do you think, at any point, do you think your success and your need to travel and be somewhere, and do you think that hurt him, his ego, or anything?
No, I don't, because he was really like able to just jump up and go with me.
Yeah,
Like,
and
if
he
it
was supportive.
And
Yeah.
so that had never been a problem. That's why I was like, damn, I'm going to miss that the most
Mm-hmm.
because whoever I do date, I just don't think they'll be able to like jump up. Like, oh, I got to go to Atlanta
Right.
for the week. Meet me down there.
And it's lonely when you're traveling and when you're,
it is. And
to have a constant with you when you're changing locations is nice. It's a comfort.
it was good. And it didn't have to be everywhere.
Right,
But like,
right.
every now and then. And then.
So you almost feel like you're on vacation in some parts with somebody you
Right.
love, and you're like,
And he fucked it up.
right.
That is so crazy to me.
He's
Oh
on a
my
vessel
God.
right now.
On the
listening
vet,
to
right.
this.
I cannot wait to.
You're
going to
write so much good material about this
I
dick.
know. It's going to be so good.
He's gonna wish he had never.
I cannot wait to do it on TV. He going to know it's about him too.
You just change one letter in his name,
Right.
Bo instead of Bob.
Bo.
I took away the B.
Took away that
Bo.
B.
Keep up, Paul.
Bo is usually spelled like B.
Yeah, I know, but still.
U, I think.
You know what,
Bo
Paul?
Jackson. There you go. He's an athlete too.
There you
Oh,
go.
man, what is he like?
Full
60?
circle.
No, how old is he?
Oh, so there's age requirements now?
Well-
You didn't say that before.
well-
Bo Jackson's got money. He's
Well,
an
does
athlete.
have money.
You didn't say anything about
He
age.
should be done with lying too. The older, I mean, at some point you
Yeah,
gotta
older
be,
guys don't
you
lie. They
gotta-
just be happy. And they'll be appreciative that they got a hot
Well,
young
he's actually
girl.
Yeah.
older. He's 46.
Oh,
So
okay.
he should have been done with
He
lying
should have been
too.
done.
That's
for
another
sure.
reason I'm like, yeah, it's a lost cause. Now.
Yeah.
He's 46 and he's still lying like
Right,
that. What
right.
the fuck am I gonna do with a 35-year-old?
Right.
So yeah.
So Bo Jackson is your next.
Well, yeah,
next
I
friend.
guess
There you
so.
He's
go.
in Illinois somewhere.
Your
I think he
bucket
lives in the
list.
That's
suburbs.
my Bo Jackson. I'm gonna find him on Instagram. Slide in his DM.
Invite him to your show.
We're gonna tag him on all these podcasts.
Oh
Don't worry.
yeah, tag Bo Jackson, please.
He's a good
Let's go
guy. I
on
think
a
I
date.
met him
We
once,
want an
too.
invite to the wedding, just so you know if this
Cool.
works out.
If-
Okay.
If that works
All
out.
right.
Bo Jackson was like one of the most prominent athletes of all time. He
Yeah.
played 2 sports. So
Yeah.
I got 2 of your.
He played baseball and
He
what?
played baseball and football.
Football.
He played football too.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. He
He's
played
like one of the
football
first
first?
guys who did.
Wasn't he?
Yeah, he played on the Royals and then he played on the Raiders.
What was
and then
his
he injured
tag?
himself.
Is he still like fit?
Just do it.
I haven't seen
I'm
any
sure.
Yeah,
Just
he
do
is.
it. That's Nike.
Okay,
Was that his
I don't
though?
see him
Was
Well,
it?
he was
today.
with Nike. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's in good
Well,
shape.
come
I saw him
on.
recently. But there's also Frank Thomas. He's doing those commercials
That's
for the penis enlargement shit. What is it?
Oh, well, that sucks.
Not enlargement, the energy thing. It's like the
Oh,
thing. It's
like
on late at
Viagra?
night. No, it's like a.
Frank. Didn't he
it's
get
like a
fat?
pill. No, he's still good looking.
The Big Hurt.
The
He
Big
was
Hurt.
Hurt.
hurt. I haven't seen those commercials.
You don't know
Yeah,
what I'm
what are
talking
you
about?
watching after Webster, Paul? What are you
I love
fucking,
Webster.
we know.
I know. You know what? They don't
It's
have
a
any
little
reruns
weird.
anymore. They've been off of antenna TV. It's kind of ruined my.
Okay,
I'm
focus,
watching
Paul.
Growing
Focus.
Pains. So yeah, so Frank, these guys are older dudes. You can't do a 35-year-old athlete.
No.
Because that's right after they've hit their prime. They've got all kinds of mental
And
issues.
they got
You don't have time for
I
that
want
shit.
like a 45-year-old athlete, but they don't have those anymore. Is that too old? I don't think they make
Retired.
retire.
They don't have to still be
And
playing.
could
They got
travel
the
with
money.
me.
What's that?
And they could travel with me.
They
They
can
could
travel.
be-
Fuck yeah. They probably know all the good spots too because they were there when they were playing.
Yeah,
so
and
you're
we'll
like,
get a lot of free
this is a
shit,
good
too.
coffee. What's that?
And we'll get a lot of free shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get front row in the VIPs.
So we have to
everything.
find 45 to 50-year-old
45,
athletes.
50.
50 is the
athlete.
limit, so Bo's out.
Yeah.
John McIntyre?
John McIntyre.
How old is he?
Who's John McIntyre?
Isn't that the tennis guy?
Oh, John McEnroe.
McEnroe. My mom
John
loves tennis,
McIntyre
too.
was in the Beastie Boys. I think. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, man.
All right.
She didn't say tennis was on the list.
I know.
Well, athletes, tennis is. My mom loves tennis.
See,
And
I was a tennis
I
player.
like-
I didn't want her
too.
to discriminate.
Yeah,
For-
really any athlete.
Any athlete.
Any athlete.
Well, let's see.
We got any lacrosse
Andre
players?
Agassi is he's
His
married.
temp-
yeah.
Oh, man.
I think we get someone that's located in Chicago.
Yeah.
Jermaine Dye, he was on the White Sox. He might be too old though. I don't know how old he is now.
We're going to find him.
We're
It's
gonna
Ronnie
find
Woo
him.
Woo. What was his name?
Yeah, y'all should hook me up. Y'all got to bring me back and do it. We got to do like a.
Where is she now?
Right.
Which
Like, well,
Back with Bob.
right. he was honest.
He
back
was
together.
actually-
We got one more year.
we
after
actually
the-
did a search on him because now you'll be famous. You could do a search. He was on a vessel the whole
the
time.
whole time.
was-
Yeah, that's how famous I want to get. I just want to be famous enough where I can just post a couple pictures of my boyfriend and then he can't go anywhere. in the
Right,
country. It's
right.
like enemy of the state. Like all my
If you
fans
see
are
this
like,
guy-
oh, I said Just Nesh boyfriend. He's on a vessel.
I just saw Frank Thomas. He's leaving a commercial, and he was with a girl. He might have been on the show. I don't know.
That's funny.
I like. I think that's your. I think that's. It should be a South Side White Sox former player.
definitely.
That's what you
Okay.
gotta get.
All right.
No,
No, I'm down with it.
I wish I knew some of them.
She
but-
just
I
said she's
know.
going to take a break, and you're like trying to push
He's
the
like-
the entire Chicago
those
Bulls
dudes-
roster on her.
Oh, we
Right.
didn't even get
I woke
into
up
the
today,
Bulls.
We didn't even get into the Bulls.
Tony Kukoc.
Oh man. Oh,
But
I know
those
he
guys
looks
are-
bad right now.
What's that?
I know he's looking bad right now.
Tony Kukoc.
I can guarantee he's looking
I
like
just
shit.
saw a picture of him. He's okay. Oh, he's older though too, but I don't know. If
He
he'll
doesn't
fit-
look like he's gonna age well. He just looks like after basketball, he
Croatian
just
don't
gave
crack.
up.
What is but those guys who are athletes, the bigger they were, the more likely that they're hoes
And
too,
then
right?
they're married and they're hoes, and they're probably both married.
Yeah,
married
for
hoes.
sure.
That's a good transition for you, and also they'll teach you about getting famous because you're gonna have to go through the same shit they've already gone through.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson will be like, "Don't do that commercial." See, like Frank Thomas had someone to guide him not to do those commercials. Maybe he would have been
Frank
Maybe,
Thomas has
yeah.
no cartilage left in his knees. He needs to take whatever he
Whatever
can
you
get.
can get, right? Damn it.
He already knows how to be famous.
No, I mean to
All
get
right.
to the next level, like the Bo Jackson level. Bo Jackson was on cereal fucking boxes.
Comedians don't get on cereal boxes.
Disagree.
We should be on like
I think
That'll
Bill,
be the
liquor
first.
bottles.
Bill Cosby's been on a few, but that's a whole nother story. Those milk cartons.
Hell, you stupid.
So okay, so we got this situation. We think we've got your whole thing figured out.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
but the age limit is the only thing we got to work on. You don't want a young guy. You want someone in his
Right.
40s.
I think 40s is good for me.
Kids are okay, but older the better.
Yes. Yes.
What so what are you going to do to meet these guys? You got to go places
That's a
where
dilemma.
celebrity baseball players go. Where
Right,
do
and
they
I have
go?
no idea where they go.
Strip clubs?
Oh man, is it probably so? Like,
Yeah.
but it has to be like elite.
Elite.
Yeah. 'cause-
But you're going to be on that elite app. What is it?
oh
Raya?
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you're going to get.
Yeah, are
these
they gonna
guys.
let me on the app?
I
'Cause I don't
think
want to get my
so.
hopes
Talk
up,
to
and then
your
they're like,
manager.
no.
Your manager will get
They'll get
do
you
all
on.
that.
Perfect. I am verified on Instagram.
See that?
Oh yeah,
You're
then
ready.
you're already ahead of the game.
Oh, cool. What
This
is
is how it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, I
Look
keep
at that.
sending my phone. I'll get it after we leave. Let's write it. down
Raya,
for me.
R-A-Y-A. I think that's it.
R-A-Y-A.
I thought it was
Right.
riot. I heard it wrong all the way.
You spelled Bo wrong too. Although that's
I
how Bo
can't.
Jackson spells
All
his
right.
name.
See that?
All right, so we're gonna get you on Raya.
Yes.
We're
and
gonna
then-
find out these guys that cheat but don't lie about it.
Yes.
And
Well, cheating's not a requirement. Like I only
I
want.
said it wasn't a deal breaker, but
She doesn't want like.
she's like, we're gonna find you some cheaters, but they're honest. No.
but they're honest cheaters. They're like, hey,
Paul's
Not
like,
a
this is
deal
the perfect woman.
and if they say the word vessel, you're out.
yeah, like come on, no
No
more
vessel.
vessels.
Yeah.
I can't do another vessel. But yeah, so that'll be good. But I don't know. I'm gonna get on Raya. And then I'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Have you, other than this one worked out, but you before when you were in that 6 or 7 year gap where you were single, did you get set up with people and they were like, you're like, what the fuck did you do?
You know, nobody ever set me up.
No?
Really?
No, that's crazy. And I think it's because I didn't want to be set up. I
Yeah.
was like happily single for about 5 of those
Sure.
years. And I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And when
And
this
comedy
guy
had just started.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, super,
Every night,
you know, every night out. So I wasn't thinking about it.
did this guy come along when you were like looking or just kind of fell
He
in your
kind
lap?
of just fell in my lap.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wasn't looking, but I was like open to, because it had been so long. I was like, well, I
It
would
seems
try
like that's when it always happens. Like kind of when you're least expecting it.
and that's bullshit.
Right.
I'm so mad that I was introduced to him because I really
What are you
hadn't liked
talking about?
nobody.
You had some fun for
We
a year.
had some fun, but damn, I hate that
learned
it
a
ended
lot.
like this. I had to break up with him
Yeah.
today, and he don't know.
You had to,
like,
you had to break up
Yeah.
with him on a podcast.
On a
Like
podcast.
what's the lesson did you taking anything away from it? Like what do you think?
I'm baffled.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was such a good guy. And then he just flipped like 360. And it's like, I don't think
Well, you
I'm
said it was
gonna be able
about
to
a
trust
month of
nobody.
bad.
Right,
Wasn't it like the
right.
last month it's been bad or no?
The last month has been like ridiculously bad, but he started acting a little weird. It's been like 2 months.
But did you notice anything weird, like physically, where shit wasn't connecting when you got? Because usually that's a sign when like the physical relationship.
Yeah, it dwindled all the way down. So I was like, come on, you
Yeah.
fucking. Like, just not do this. You fucking somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
Or he's old too. In the 40s, you lose.
but
your
he's
sex drive.
horny. He's
Yeah.
a horny old man. So you weren't like
Right.
it's like nobody's an idiot.
know,
And so it's
right.
just like, let's stop playing these games. And I was trying to just get him to say it because I'm like, just let me know what's going on. We don't have to fall out. We don't have to be
Right.
like, you know, we're not gonna fight about it. We can go our separate ways. But we're not. You're not gonna keep treating me like I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that's
and that was just
bullshit.
making me so
Right.
mad. So yeah, that went like way down. And then like I said, he would go missing. He was always out of town for work, and I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, shut up. So, but yeah, so today we were supposed to go to dinner. Well, we were supposed to go to the movies yesterday, but he blew me off last
Okay.
minute. He was like, yeah, I thought we were going at 5.
And that sucks for you too, because you can go do shows
Right.
and shit. Now you wasting
Yeah, so I wasted. I still ended up going to do a comedy, which
Hell
was
yeah.
cool. So I was like, all right, fuck you. And then he's like, well, let's go to dinner tomorrow. And then he called me today, and I was like, nah, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
And so I didn't say I don't want to go. It's over. I was like, no.
Let you figure it out.
I will seriously.
I'm
put
on a
this up.
vessel right now. I gotta
That's why I
cancel.
want to be like, I'm in church. You know, I
Right.
just want to say some dumb shit. Just
You're
so you
better
can be
than me
like,
because I would have said, "Yeah, I'll meet you there," and then I would have stood
and
him
then
up.
don't
Or I would have got the
Don't
free
give her
meal.
ideas.
No,
Yeah,
fuck that.
that'll be good.
She's giving him all these chances to be honest and to treat
I
her
give
like
him
she's
a
not
lot
an
of
idiot.
chances. Well, tomorrow.
There you go.
Look at her eye. Look at her.
Yeah.
She got all excited.
And I could just
Yeah.
stand him.
Text him, be like, "I'm right outside parking. Get me the extra large popcorn." Make him pay some money for some popcorn, and then you just don't show up.
And don't show up and don't pick up my phone.
Yeah.
Or don't do that. Wait till this
See?
podcast. We'll release this podcast, expedite it, and be like, "Hey,
Hey, listen, right?
hey, Bob, listen to this
Yeah.
episode, and then give me a call
Right.
after if you want.
If you
I'm
want.
gonna be on a fucking
Yeah.
vessel."
I'm on a vessel.
Because he'll still be on your IG. He'll be
With
like,
Bo
"Why
Jackson.
is Bo Jackson tagged in this that she wants me to listen to?"
That's so funny.
The best is like
He's probably like a super Bo Jackson fan too.
I was just gonna say.
Like,
I was
yeah,
just literally what I was gonna say. It's
Oh
like,
my God, she's
he's
gonna
be
let me
like,
meet Bo Jackson.
he's gonna be like, "Fuck," because everyone in Chicago loves Bo Jackson.
Sure.
You know the White Sox.
Everybody
too?
loved Bo Jackson.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
We are out of time, Niche.
Oh man, this is so much fun.
Yeah, we gotta have you
I
back
hope
on.
it was cathartic. Like you got some of this.
I
This was
did,
so-
I did.
It's so fun, and I really am gonna see if I can put this up so you can use this as a breakup tool.
Yes, I would love
I will
that. It's gonna be on
fucking-
a link. And he can just.
Yeah.
Just
that-
yeah, it's on iTunes everywhere. Niche, just Niche. Where can people find out more about you?
Okay, well, you can follow me on my social media. It's Just Nesh on Instagram.
N-E-S-H.
JUSTNESH. Thank you. 1 E looks like Nesh. Everybody calls me that too. And that's Facebook and IG.
And you got shows, regular shows too,
And I
right?
host a Monday night show. It's a weekly show at Francis on the South Side. You can Google it, and we just like an open mic, so you can come through and perform if you're feeling funny. Every Monday, 9 p.m.
I want to go do that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool room.
Yeah.
You know, it's a workout room, and we just chill.
All right, cool. Nesh, thanks so much for coming on.
Well, thank you guys for having me.
And thanks,
Thank
Jeanie,
you.
for
my
sticking
therapy,
it out.
my breakup therapy. Thank you. Right.
Thank
This is
you.
the perfect day for me to come.
That's another episode of Singles Only. My name is Paul Farahvar. Thank you so much for listening. Please, everyone, subscribe and tell your friends, like us, review us, all that shit. Bye-bye.